Hello viewers, welcome to Quick Automotive Diagnostics today. Here we have a 2020 Ford, and this Ford has a very good story. That's why I grabbed the camera. So let me show you what's happening here. I'll actually together get in here and then check it out if you don't get dizzy that much like me. That's your screen, your dashboard for your 2020 Ford Escape. This is the all-wheel drive. A nice fancy radio, but who knows. So I quickly hook up my scanner, and right on the bat we can see problems already. What we see here, we have a fuel rail system pressure too low. Now he's talking about the whole system pressure, okay? And then we have another code here for why this thing is auto focusing. Should be automatically focusing. Second code, as you can see, fuel. That's in the transmission control module. Fuel rail pressure too low. It's complaining about fuel pressure, and that's the reason why it's here. This vehicle come from a shop. Very good guys, very good mechanic. They look at it and they cannot figure it out, so that's why I end up with me. I'm gonna just try. If I cannot fix it, well, guess what? It's going back to whoever sold it to the customer. So apparently this vehicle is on a rush, so we gotta fix it. Okay, let's check it together and then let's fix it. Okay, fuel rail pressure. Let's see if you can see fuel rail pressure here. Fuel rail pressure voltage, we have only 0.6. That's interesting. Okay. Fuel pump control B, low pressure desire is 94. Fuel pump monitoring duty cycle is 39%. Injector. The desired pressure is 34. So what is the actual pressure? Fuel rail pressure sensor is low. And then the voltage. Fuel rail temperature voltage is 1.1. Are we having a problem in the reference voltage? Are we having something shorted? We will find out. Fuel system, fuel pressure. I need fuel pressure, fuel rail system pressure control fault. Yes. Okay. Okay, where are we, gentlemen? Okay, so I look into my Zeus about, I went to all data, and then I punch in that code. So there is actually a very good information here, but you have to use your brain. Connector, so it has a free wire. There's 1, 2, 3. I think I was looking for a wrong one. There's a one in the back here, which is this guy here. The heck. So this guy here, I can even smell some sort of a gas. Okay, so this is the pressure sensor here, and our rail is here. But this system, it's so weird. We have one rail here, and then we have a second rail in the back here. Now I need to read because I don't know about this system. This is a new Ford invention. So we have a high pressure pump here, which it has 2 outlets. So this is the low pressure coming in from your fuel pump. It gets into the pump, and then this pump will give high pressure to your direct injectors, which are here, and then you'll also give a low pressure to your regular rail here with the regular injectors. Well guys, I connect the fuel pressure gauge, and we're gonna see if we can see any kind of pressure. I'm gonna run this vehicle and then we're gonna check the pressure. Here we go. Excuse me. Long crank. What do you think? Now we got pressure at 70. Oh yeah, I disconnect the high pressure sensor. As you can see right there, it's sitting there. I disconnect that. I need to connect it back. Let me shut it off. Let me connect this back on. Okay, the sensor is connected. Everything is in place. Let me try to start it again and see if we maintain that pressure. Still a long crank. I don't know if the pressure changed or not, but that to me seems to be the pressure we got. There's nothing else. And that pressure appeared to be steady. So let me shut it off and try again. Okay guys, today is day 2. I'm still working on this Ford Escape. After I updated the PCM, I went for test drive because everything was good. I didn't make up to the block. It was right away in a limp mode. Still have the P0087, which is for bank 1. Fuel pressure, real fuel pressure low. I got a non-good fuel pressure sensor. We put it in, and then it's still like a long crank, no start, and it's still throwing the same code. So basically, okay guys, this is day 3 diagnosing this. So I connect the Oscilloscope to check the pressure transducer and see when it fails. The peak back there on the negative of the battery, and my Pico is here, and let's run this thing. I usually like to do 0 define, define 0, right. I'll put it up here. All defined is 0. This one is not on 0, so I'll put it 0. So everybody's on 0, 0, 0. So let me crank this thing and let's check what's happening. As you can see, it takes a long time to crank. Let's see what we got. We are having some sort of a noise, and that's not really a good waveform. So let's stop that and analyze that. Shut it off. Alright, so now let's see what we got. Right there. Sorry for the glare. I can zoom in this guy and let's see what is that noise all about. That's a problem. It looks like an ignition coil shorting out, but I don't have a proof of that because obviously the car is running. Okay, let's see. The ground also is sparking. Something is really sparking there so bad. My signal also is spiky. Look at my signal. Look at that. That's very weird. Okay, viewers. Back to this Ford again. It's been nothing like just a nightmare. So the fault code P0087, which tells you that we have a low pressure on the high side. We did go through it. We replaced the high pressure pump. We replaced the pressure switch. We check the cam lobe, we check the camshaft, everything perfect, meant no even a sign of wear. So that led us to scratch our head. So basically we send the vehicle to be actually looked at by somebody else, and no one figured it out. So the pump has been changed, brand new pump, and that could not fix it. So we look around, we could not find the answer, but the shop that brought me this vehicle, the vehicle was back to him, so he actually figured it out. He actually taught me something today that I really learned, and I thanks him. His name is Ryan. Thanks to his automotive, he's doing actually great. Apparently he did some digging and he found out that actually Ford should be taking care of these issues. There is a recall on this vehicle. So I'm gonna tell Ryan to look into that because Ford should cover this problem. Some of these vehicles, you will see a tray. There is a little hose they put on a valley here, so the hose goes up to the ground, and the purpose of that hose is to drip all the fuel, because these injectors, they will leak fuel, and then when that happens, instead of the fuel being here in the valley, so the fuel will actually drip on the ground. So you might see some fuel on the ground and you will wonder what's going on. My friend, that fuel is from your high pressure injectors. As you can see, the high pressure rail is here. So the injector themselves, they leak on the body. And when that happens, the fuel that's been leaking will go and then drip on the floor. And then you will see some fuel on the floor, and then you will wonder what's going on. So don't worry about it. Just Ford is taking care of that, and I think it's a recall. If you see that, just take it to Ford dealer and then they will fix that for free. So this particular case we had here, we had a P0087 P0087, which was indicating that we have a low pressure in a high rail, because this engine they equipped with two rails. We have high pressure rail here and we have a low pressure rail here. So we have a pressure switch here. The pressure switch is here on the high pressure rail here. We change this and nothing happens. We change the high pressure pump, nothing happens. So that led us to, you know, dig more, and then we found out that these injectors, they are actually leaking internally. They are leaking internally, not in the engine, but inside themselves. So for some reason, that's why in my PID, you will see that my actual pressure was going from above 500 psi and then all the way to 34 psi, and that's where you have the failure. I did back probe these with my scope and check the problem, but my scope was showing me like some sort of a noise, but that was the injector activation there. That wasn't an issue. So yeah, now I'm gonna show you the data. So let's go to the computer here, and then I'll show you the data of what I got. And it's very interesting. So this might help somebody else if you are experiencing this kind of issues with these Fords. So it's very convenient to have this figured out. As you can see, the engine started right up. Before it was actually long crank, no start. Sorry for the okay, I'm gonna pull up the data here, and then we're gonna watch the data for these injector, high pressure, and desire and actual. So we go in engine. Sorry for the glare. Continue. Okay, so we're gonna go right in the data. So we're gonna go to fuel data. Okay, this is kind of like sometimes confusing, so we're gonna just customize this so we see what we need. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna go into fuel. All we need is the rail pressure, actual, and desire. So let's find that. We have a do recycle here. Fuel desire. And then fuel rail sensor, we need the pressure. Fuel rail pressure. I hope Zeus has it, because my other scanner did have it. Voltage, do recycle, fuel rail pressure. Where are you here? Fuel rail pressure. duty cycle measured, fuel pump desire, and fuel closed loop using oxygen sensor. No, we need a fuel rail, pressure sensor, voltage, fuel rail temperature. We need the fuel rail. Oh, maybe it's not in this page. Okay, let's go back. Fuel rail pressure desire. As you can see, the desire is around 498. We need the actual fuel rail pressure. Oh boy, why we don't see pressure here? Snap-on, you need to update this. We have only a desire pressure, but where is the actual pressure? And we know there is actually actual pressure, so where is it? Okay, these speeds, they are in engine management, so let's look for the fuel rail pressure. Fuel rail desire and fuel rail pressure right there. That's all we need. So we're gonna actually graph those. We're gonna graph those. Fuel pump output, we don't need that. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the desire pressure is sitting at 498 psi, and then the actual is around 3055 psi. Okay, so that is what you want to see, and in this case everything is good, everybody happy. Now when I'm gonna shut off this engine, the computer will continue to monitor this pressure so it doesn't decay. So hang on, let me shut off the engine. Okay, engine is off. As you can see, that's where the engine shut off, and there's some activity here, and now you see it's still maintaining that pressure, and we have 31 psi here. It's gonna go actually to 34, I believe, because that's the default. So we have 33.3 volts. And then so that is the pressure being read from that the pressure sensor. And now this is what the computer can see, that the rail is still maintaining the pressure. As a matter of fact, you see the pressure is increasing. It's because the fuel in there, right, is now increasing pressure, even though I shut off the engine because it's warm. So it's actually a perfect seal, so it will increase in the pressure because it's in the rail and then it's kind of hot. So that's a good indication that you don't have any leak. So if this pressure ever decayed, if you see this pressure going down, that means you have a leaking injector. Okay, stop looking at well, you can, it's a good idea always to check your high pressure your high pressure pump, because that lobe might be pounded or the spring can be broken. But in our case, the the spring is good, the lobe is good, the cam lobe is good, and then the follower, everything, not the follower, the tappet was also good. Nothing is damaged there. So the pump also, we were concerned about the pump. So the fuel pump is being replaced, but that was by mistake. So yeah, now you see our fuel is getting to 36. It was actually 34. It just jumped up, and then this rail is maintaining the pressure. Is actually, yeah, it's maintaining the pressure really good. You can see it's increasing a little bit. So that is the fix. The fix was to replace those 3 high pressure injectors, and that would take care of this issue. And then this vehicle is now ready to go back to the customer. Man, what a scenario. I believe Ford should be able to cover some of these problems. I mean, it was nothing but a trouble. I couldn't believe it. I don't know how many technicians look at this vehicle, included me. First of all, I call for that high pressure, the valve, the pressure sensor. That's what I called for before. After I checked, the pump was good, but that did not fix the problem. So I was pulling my hair. I didn't know what to do, what the problem is, but you know, we all technicians, we learn as we go. This is a new thing. Like when you have that P0087, it's straightforward. You just, if you change all the components, and now what else? What could be? Yeah, there was no physical leak here. Like you couldn't see any leak, but thanks to Ryan, he was able to figure it out, and he changed those injectors, and this vehicle is fixed. We all learn from that. I really thank you guys for watching my video. Please, if you like it, you know, don't forget to subscribe. So if you have this Ford, this is a 2020 Ford. So if you ever have any problem with these kind of problems, P0087, which is telling you that the fuel high pressure is low, please check your high pressure pump first and make sure the tappet is good, is not pounded. And if that is good, so go to your sensor first, your pressure sensor, which is threaded on the high pressure rail. If that one is good, well, don't panic. Obviously you have to check for the wires as well. Make sure you have your 5 reference, your sensor return, your ground, and then the signal is good. And boys, that's gonna be something to do with the high pressure injectors. And I think Ford is looking into this because it's a major problem. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one mechanic that was scrambling to figure out what the problem is, but hey, shout to everybody there, do yourself, just, you know, figure it out. I hope this one is going to help you. It's going to help all of us. If you have this 2020, I think from 17 and up, and you have this code for high pressure fuel rail, just don't panic. Go step by step, and then you'll figure it out. Thanks for watching Quick Automotive Diagnostics, and then we'll see you on the next video. Take care.